Hello and welcome. You're watching News X. My name is Vineet Malhotra and I am standing right in front of Qutub Minar in the heart of New Delhi. We're just a few days away from the very important and, not to mince any words, the monumental elections that are about to transpire in Delhi. All the parties at this point in time, three specifically, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party, the incumbent Aam Aadmi Party, and of course the erstwhile Congress Party in Delhi, are gunning for glory. But it's been a very tumultuous week. There has been a lot of tutu meme between all these parties. The recent fiasco is, of course, related to the Yamuna waters. The Aam Aadmi Party launching a tirade against the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Chief Minister of Haryana, Mr. Nayab Saini, saying that they have polluted the Yamuna. And we are also hearing that Delhi Chief Minister Atishi as well as Nirmala Sitharaman had gone to the EC officials to complain about the way in which this matter is being disposed of, or rather being addressed. So who's going to win Delhi? What kind of agendas are both these parties going to put forth? And will the people of Delhi once again, for the third time, trust the Aam Aadmi Party despite a laundry list of unfulfilled promises? That's exactly what we are here to discuss in the heart of Delhi. We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining me on the show from this location is Mr. Nitin Tyagi. He's the BJP spokesperson. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, also with me on this occasion. Shivam Bhagat, Congress spokesperson, joins us on the platform as well. And Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, is with me on the show as well. So like I said and like I introduced, that this has become an extreme case of distrust between both these parties. The Bharatiya Janata Party has said that Arvind Kejriwal is lying, as he always does. But of course, everything will be decided on the 5th of February. But let's try and understand from our guests what they feel is happening at this point in time. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, how are you placed between this back and forth that's happening between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Aam Aadmi Party? Aam Aadmi Party has gone on to the extent of saying that the BJP is trying to poison the people of Delhi, and this contamination, or rather the heightened levels of ammonia in Yamuna, can lead to disruptions in water supply. Up to 13 to 14% of Delhiites may not get water. That's a very, very serious charge that has been leveled.
Absolutely. Water is our basis for sustenance. Water is a main need. You can stay without food, but you can't stay without water. The water is toxic. God help you. So the thing is that Yamuna's ammonia level has always been between 1 to 1.2, and our STPs are able to manage it somehow to deliver potable water. But what is happening in last 3 weeks? Untreated sewage and industrial waste has been flowing into Yamuna from the Wazirabad barrage, and all fingers are pointing towards Haryana, wherein the untreated waste has been deliberately, or I should say by an act of omission, not treating their waste. It's causing havoc in the water, so we are very concerned. And Arvind Kejriwal says that he will not allow any other state to pollute water, as it is the toxic politics of BJP's poisoning the lives of Delhi. So we will not want toxic water or poisonous water to further deteriorate the scene.
All right. Well, Mr. Tyagi, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that what the BJP is doing at this point in time, and I find this quite extreme, they're using the word that you are causing water terrorism towards the people of Delhi. How do you respond to that?
I would just say Arvind Kejriwal went on to the extent to say that Haryana and BJP is poisoning the water for Delhi. Let me tell you, the only poison that is there is what Arvind Kejriwal is spewing against Bharatiya Janata Party. Only poison that is there is what Arvind Kejriwal is trying to spread in the harmonious environment of Delhi today. There's this Haidarpur plant. If Arvind Kejriwal does not know, I want to remind him about it. Haidarpur plant treats this water that comes from Haryana through that Yamuna canal, and it is treated there, and then the water supply happens. If he has missed out somewhere that Haidarpur plant is there, which is a world-class plant, and an ISO standard plant, So I think he is befooling the people of Delhi. He's trying to spread fear in the hearts of people of Delhi. This is his strategy. This has been his strategy since a long time. In 2017, when there was this MCD election, Arvind Kejriwal went on from every single stage and every single platform. He said that if in case BJP comes to power in MCD again, the water and electricity subsidy would be stopped by BJP. He said it. And on record, he said it. BJP won fair and square and with a huge margin in 2017 MCD elections. Nothing happened. Again, he's trying to spread fear that if BJP comes to power, they're going to stop so many subsidies and everything. And today, because Arvind Kejriwal and his MLAs and his ministers have not been on ground since last more than 1 year, they did not know that this dirty water that is coming to through the traps of the people in the colonies, in poshest of the locations in Delhi. And today, when he has come across people in his own constituency who are talking about bad water, he is pointing fingers suddenly and going on to the extent of saying that Haryana and BJP is poisoning the water. I feel ashamed of having such a man as the Chief Minister of Delhi. He does not deserve it.
Okay, those are some strong words. We'll get a reaction from Dr. Rastogi as well. Shivam, where are you placed in this? Do you think you're in the race when it comes to Delhi, or do you think that the Congress party, contesting for as many seats as they are, is a lost cause? You know, you would have been better off if you had, kept your alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party and, sort of tugged into them, cushioned into them to, in fact, get some vote share.
Good evening. You see, Congress is a party that has been responsible for the development of Delhi, not only in the 15 years, which was spectacular, but since independence. Since 1947, whatever work we see here in Delhi, where we are standing as well, has been started and done by the Congress party. And I don't say this with any kind of arrogance, but I say it with a certain level of confidence. Because it's taken a lot of work and it's taken a lot of hard work. Therefore, to anyone, anyone to come to us and say that, why are you contesting? Why is the Congress in the race? I find it absolutely laughable. A party which has been in power for 15 years, which is responsible for, I think, 99% of the development of Delhi, is obviously going to reclaim their ground. I mean, we talk about flyovers. The first flyover was constructed in East Delhi in 1985. My grandfather was the member of parliament from there. It was done under his regime and under Mrs. Indira Gandhi's, Srimati Indira Gandhi's regime when she was the Prime Minister. Therefore, the work has been started since then. For anyone to come up and tell us that why are you contesting, why are you reclaiming your lost ground, I mean, I find it laughable. I've been hearing it through the last 20 days or 25 days. And my response has been that it's laughable. Number one. Number two, Aam Aadmi Party is a party that came to power promising the moon. They promised everything from a bottle of water to the moon to the people of Delhi. And what have we got? Instead of a bottle of water, we've got dirty water. You go to every constituency in Delhi, you will see the dirtiest, the filthiest kind of water that is coming out. Admittedly by Arvind Kejriwal on a national channel, he said, I have failed on the Yamuna front, I have failed on the water front, and I have failed on the roads front. Another failure of his is pollution. He's promising everything free. कि भाई ये भी free ले लो, but जो free होना चाहिए, what is meant to be free, which is oxygen, that we don't have. We don't have oxygen to breathe, that we are supposed to get free. That is not free, everything else is free. If you are giving everything else free, that is going to cost about 11,000 crore. Estimated in the next budget, is going to cost about 11,000 crores in their budget in the next financial year, in the coming financial year. How is he going to spend any money on capital expenditure? Where is the money for capital expenditure? Their current capital expenditure is in negative. I am not saying that. Their balance sheet is saying that. That means, and it proves my point, I've been saying it. They are saying that they were on a revenue surplus. But in 21-22, they were on a minus 3,039 crore revenue deficit. Just 10 seconds, I'll complete my point. Therefore, their current revenue deficit, their current capital expenditure is minus. Therefore, they have not done anything new. Tell them to show us what new they've done, what new school they've built, which is not, with the foundation of which was not laid pre-2013. Or a new flyover or a new hospital. They talk about You can respond once I finish. They talk about the Buradi Hospital, they talk about the Ambedkar Hospital, they talk about the Indira Gandhi Hospital, which were all started pre-2013, which was जिसका नींव, जिसका foundation लगा था कांग्रेस पार्टी के हाथ, और जिसके budgets लगे थे, and the tendered amount of these hospitals, they have exceeded that by 385 crores. Therefore, what has this party done? This party has done nothing. They've wrecked up Delhi.
Okay, Joyita, I'm going to say this again. I've said this on air multiple times that, this tutu meme, this, series of allegations, serious allegations which are coming from both the camps right now, how is it helping you or me? How is it helping the Aam Aadmi Party? How is this basically putting our tax rupees to work and extracting the value we expect from our politicians? Again, a charge of water terrorism has been bestowed upon the Bharatiya Janata Party, and this sounds like a very dirty tactic to malign the Aam Aadmi Party's reputation is what they are saying. How do you see this? I mean, do you think that Arvind Kejriwal admitting his mistakes is also a kind of a ploy, that he's thinking that he might just look charming and cute, okay, all right, my mistake, please forgive me, and that perhaps is something that the people of Delhi will buy into?
Well, people of Delhi will not buy into any rhetoric whatsoever. Let's make one thing very clear. The only reason, the only reason why Aam Aadmi Party is in power in Delhi is because of its, what Mr. Modi calls reveries. It's a different matter that the BJP is also going into that same territory. The Congress is going into the same territory. So, the big joke on X right now is that we have the US building OpenAI and all, and China building DeepSeek. We have our politicians and political parties distributing free water, free electricity. Basically, this is this is a ploy to attract the lowest common denominator. And you see, that is where the vote bank is. We all know, and the worst part about, I would say, BJP and Congress is that they are following the same path as the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party started this trend, and they have taken, it's a different matter, the half of the promises, if you talk to people in Delhi, they have not fulfilled. Lots of things have not been fulfilled. A whole lot of things have been fulfilled. But the attraction that is there, if you talk to people, especially who are differentiating between, say, for example, the assembly elections and the Lok Sabha elections, they're very clear that, the only reason we vote for the AAP is that free mein milta hai sab. Kuch saman cheez free mein milta hai. So that is the only reason people vote for them, and it's a fact. It's a fact. Okay, and that is why I'm really, because when it comes to Aam Aadmi Party, it's a newbie. It's a regional party, it's a newbie. That is why it is so disappointing to see parties like the BJP and the Congress, for the sake of votes, basically spoiling, I would say, the moral core of the country. I would say the entrepreneurial spirit of the country. They are breaking the backbone of the country, and it was started by Aam Aadmi Party, and they are following it. It is not expected of a party which is ruling at the center. It is not expected of a party which has ruled this country for decades to do. And basically, they are committing harakiri, and they are finishing the country in the process. All three parties.
Okay. Some strong words, Dr. Rastogi. In fact, Joyita is right that, without the lowest common denominator, the Aam Aadmi Party would definitely not find its footing. Is that the formula that Arvind Kejriwal is hoping to, live by and extend his innings by?
Absolutely not. Actually, people don't understand that Arvind Kejriwal sticks by Kaam Ki Rajniti, and he believes that India is a welfare state, which is written in our constitution. And he says that if Modi government can spare 40 to 50,000 or hundreds of thousands of crores and waive off the loans of the capitalists, why should the paisa, janta ka paisa, should go back to janta? Our best of the welfare schemes have costed us 400 crore, like free bus ride. This 400 crore, some capitalist friends, just blow in one day. So, all these loans waived off, all these leeways given to the industrialist friends, why should it not be the other way? Money coming into people's pocket. Arvind Kejriwal's schemes have saved as much as 25,000 rupees per family of 2 kids. So we are very happy, and despite all that, we are in surplus. So Shivam wanted to say that we are in deficit. No, we are not in deficit. We haven't taken any loan. There is no karza on the Delhi government. Delhi government is very secure vis-a-vis its finances. We are cash-rich state. Delhi gets thousands and crores of the revenue, and it passes on to the central government. We don't keep it for ourselves. Arvind Kejriwal does not buy a plane of 400 crores. So Sheesh Mahal narrative is entirely false, and that too, we asked you to come with us and
There's another wonder of the world there.
That's right. But we invited you to go to.
Let's get a response from Mr. Tyagi and then Shivam as well. Mr. Tyagi, do you concur with what Dr. Rastogi has said, that there are so many loans that have been waived off? There are of course weddings that happen in our country where about 100 crores is spent on one function. So why can't Arvind Kejriwal spend on the welfare? And she also said that welfare is enshrined in the constitution. I'm not sure of that. I'm not a constitutional expert. Maybe you can shed some light on that too.
Definitely those who get less from God should get more from the government. I do understand that. But how? Let me tell you something. What Dr. Rastogi just said. Arvind Kejriwal spends money on giving free bus rides to women. Has he been able to buy a single bus in his last 10 years? 1,400 buses have been gifted by Narendra Modi ji from Centre's Fund. Arvind Kejriwal has not bought a single one. Just a moment.
You should be saying that.
I did not speak in between.
So, 7,700 buses.
Not a single. No, fleet might be there. Not a single bus is there. Yeah, not a single bus has been bought. Let me tell you about water. He says we give free water. There's no water in the taps. The taps dried up this summer, and whatever water was coming out was so dirty that nobody could drink. And they are again charging bills on that. Arvind Kejriwal increased the surcharges on the electricity bill from 5% when he started to 45%. And okay, the government is paying through subsidy, but ultimately it is the people's money which is going to into the pockets of the person who is giving electricity to Delhi. So what Arvind Kejriwal is trying to do, he promised more than 500 schools, he promised more than 100 colleges, he promised more than 10,000 extra beds in hospitals, he promised so many universities. All he was able to do, and he did it fantastically, was open liquor shops all around in every nook and corner of Delhi. I am amazed.
All right. We have a paucity of time. Shivam, just a minute left, and please limit your answer to a minute. Do you concur with Joyita that, the Aam Aadmi Party is a regional party, but they are being expected to perform like a national party?
I don't know how that in the present context, how that makes sense. But they themselves call themselves a national party. So they will have to perform as and how their own expectations are. But ma'am was saying, the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson said that it's enshrined in the constitution. What is also enshrined in the constitution is the right to free and clean air. It is Article 21, 22 of the constitution that you have the right to breathe clean air.
All the constitution copies in Aam Aadmi Party's possession do not have that article.
Okay.
So
let's wrap it up.
Neither do in the other states.
So therefore they don't have any answers on their failures. All they have that ये free ले लो, वो free ले लो. लेकिन हम नया क्या बनाएंगे? इनके मैनिफेस्टो में क्या है कि हम नए फ्लाईओवर बनाएंगे? नहीं. इनके नए स्कूल बनाएंगे? नहीं. नए हॉस्पिटल बनाएंगे? नहीं. Nothing. हम बस free बांटेंगे और economy का बेड़ा गर्क करेंगे.
You haven't read it properly.
Just right before I wrap up, one small closing comment from Joyita as well. Joyita, freebies, socialism, Karl Marx, is there any connection if these freebies continue to be explored by every party in South India? This is such a big norm. Do you think that this is polluting Indian politics as well as Indian society in more ways than one? Just 30 seconds from Joyita.
I think I'll just use one word for this: Venezuela. Think of Venezuela and remember that this country you cannot afford to turn into another Venezuela. I mean, for God's sake, people are not supposed to be beggars. The states, including Delhi, of course. I'm again going to say Delhi is the one. South, it was already there.
Right.
Arvind Kejriwal did it like that. If you think that I'll turn people into beggars and that is going to get me vote,
All right.
तो फिर गया.
All right,
This country is gone.
Let's wrap it up. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. We're going to be bringing you something similar regularly up to the Delhi elections on the 5th of February. 70 seats is what three parties are fighting for. Is the Aam Aadmi Party going to make a comeback? Is the Bharatiya Janata Party going to make a dent into the reputation as well as the coffers and the reputation of the Aam Aadmi Party? And will the Congress be able to open its khata in a place, in a state, in the capital where it ruled like no one else has? We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.